Welcome to another wet, wild and somewhat wintry edition of Billyfishing in the Arctic. Yeah. Okay, that was the first bait. I'm going to walk you through the rods, the reels, the rigs, the lot, right? So hang in there, I'll be with you in a second, yeah. So, here we go, right? First of all, I'm going to tell you about the rigs. I may or may not show them because it is raining. It's really hard to film everything. But it is my up and over ring rig that I'm using today. And I have a build on it, I'll link it in the description. So, now it's on to the rods, right? The rods are the Century E1000 Eliminator. And the reels are the Penn International Torque 100. I've got two of them, both rods are the same, both reels are the same. Loaded with 50-pound 4-strand mainline. So the sinkers are 8 ounces just to help tow out these big baits. They're not that big right now, but if I need to make them bigger, I certainly will. So I am fishing a rising tide climbing towards the new moon, right? So I am almost at high water, and right now is a good period for a bit of halibut action. So I'm going to get another bait in the water. I'm not going to bore you with that in this video. I have made a short video demonstrating how to make a bait, and I will link that in the description. If you haven't need to watch it, follow the link. Yes, okay. So I'm going to make a bait and get it in the sea, see if it gets a halibut for me. Yes. Next bait, out it goes. Yes, there is water all over the lens. That's because it is snowing very heavily and raining at the same time. So I'll wipe your face in a second. Stop whinging. Yes. So I'll get this rod settled in. We get on with the video. So, settle them in. There we go. Let's see what we get. So now I've got two baits in the water. I've got the rain and the snow, and it's going to continue like this for the rest of the day because the weather report is always wrong. Always. It's supposed to be clear skies right now. I don't know how they can get it so wrong so many times in a row. It's just unbelievable. So this is it. This is Fjord behind me. And it is very pretty, even right now. I'm casting it to 12 meters of water. Beyond that, there's 150. Beyond the 150, there's 350 meters of water, if your mind can grasp it. And this is not unusual in this part of Norway. There is still a large glacier here, and at one time it was much, much bigger. And it cut all these fjords, basically speaking. And that's why it is so deep here. There used to be an ice cap that covered the entire country of Norway. And it has carved all of these fjords for us and the Norwegians, obviously. And it makes the fishing here absolutely amazing. Well, not just that alone, actually. What makes fishing here in Norway so incredibly great, apart from the way that they manage their fishery, is the fact that you have the Gulf Stream pushing up a continental shelf, bringing an immense amount of food that is triggering one of the greatest and largest food chains in the world. And it is the reason why Norway is one of the biggest exporters of whitefish in the world. If you've heard the expression white gold, this is why, right? It's the whitefish. Big bucks, yes. But there's enough for everybody if it is managed correctly. So all I have to do is wait and see what comes along and eats a bait from me. Yeah. So there has been no fish on the push of the tide, and now the tide is starting to retreat, and it's like basically now I'll have one more chance before absolute low, and that's basically it. And then it'll be dark, and then it's time to go. Halibut, they never really bite in the dark, in my experience. I've never got one in the dark anyway. I'm sure somebody has, but not me. And you can only fish for so long, right? Right now it's about 0 degrees and it is snowing and raining simultaneously. It's horrible. I would sooner at minus 15. Yes. And it has started again. Alright, I'm going into my little house, wait for a fish. And ye lot can join me in here and we can look out on the rods together. I'm going to take a little nap. You wake me up when the fish come, okay? Yes. Wake up, Billy. You've got a fish on, mate. Yeah, we're in. Yeah. Can't actually say what type of fish it is. I think it's a cod, actually. Cod or undersized halibut. I think he's off, is he? Nope. Yeah. That's a cod. Well, he'll do. It's a fairly nice cod. Well, I was after halibut, but I'll take a cod. He's got some beans, this guy. We'll get El Gaffo and get with the gaffing. There we go. It's a fish anyway. 6 pound fish. 7 pound. It's alright. It'll do anyway. Alright, I'll get you a look at him. Boom, there he is. 6-7 pound fish. Not bad anyway. Nice. So I'm going to ikijime that fish. I have a video on it, both flatfish and roundfish, and I'll link it in the description. Next bait, out it goes. So I'll get this rod settled in. We get on with the video. Yes. So I'm getting a bite. If you can see anything. I don't think it's a halibut though. It's just cod today. Okay. See if we've got a fishy. I think it's a cod. Yeah, he's on. Yep, we're in. Nice fish by the feel of it. Yeah, a nice fish. Could be a halibut. It's a really good fish. Big cod. Oh. It's a big boy. Oh, that's a nice fish. Oh yeah, this is a good cod. It's right down by my feet already. See if we can catch him coming up. Yep, nice big boy. Oh, he's shaking his head like crazy. He'll do, for sure. Right, we got him. Take the rod out of the gear. Hoist my friend up. Yes. We're not probably friends anymore, but yeah, he's a 12, 13 pound fish, easy. Oh. So there he is there. Nice fish. I'd say 10, 11, something like that. We get scales on him after I kill him. Yes. So I'll get that cod weighed. 0. $11, just over 11. Nice. I'm not bad at guessing, am I? It hasn't been the best session in the world, but it's definitely not the worst. I mean, right. This is Arctic Norway for you. This is just a session, right? It's not in any way a red letter day as far as angling goes here, but you're not complaining, right? Fantastic. So here is the last bait. It's going to be dark soon. The tide is going to be at the very lowest point in about 20 minutes. So this is it. Last cast. Let's see if we get another fish. Hasn't been too bad so far anyway. So we let that last cast bait roll down to the bottom of Fjord. And hopefully we get another cod. That's all we're going to get today. Not the best tide in the world. So yeah, let's see what the future brings. Stay tuned. I think I might have got another cod. Now it started snowing. The cod are on for sure, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're in again. Yeah, nice fish. Oh. Yep, another cod. Oh, another great fish. It only just hit the water, I can't believe it. Maybe it's not that great, but it's kind of swimming at me, so it might be a codfish. Or juvenile halibut. It's fighting a bit now though. Or what? No, it's something different. What is it? Pollock? Coley, another good coley. Right, now we'll have him too. Bang it up. Just as it was coming up to home time. Another nice fish. Come here, you. Right, we got him. Just nice snowstorm just down on, huh? Yep. Oh, come on, Mr. Coley. Yeah, nice fish. Oh, he's a nice one. Carnage. So I get you a look at that guy. So there we go, 7 or 8. Very slender, very fast, nice. Gotta get that guy in the water too and bleed out. So I don't normally recast baits, but that was in there literally 15-20 seconds before that fish nailed it, right? So we'll put it back out again. I mean, I got nothing to lose. It's packing up time anyway, so I've already got a bait made. So we lash this out, we see if we get another fish. Last cast? Second last cast. I'm confused. All right, let's go. Did you ever get deja vu? So we let that roll down into Fjord to see what it gets me this time. All right, stay tuned. So things were going really slow there. Like, I was getting really bored. I thought I was only going to get the one fish, and then it all kicked off in the end, right? So yeah, fantastic. No halibut, but you can't have them all the time. You'd be spoiled rotten, right? So yeah, it's nice with a couple of just average fish. Fantastic. Yes, big boys. Yeah, those coley are fast, man. I would have preferred that on a lure rod, but you can't have everything, and food's food at the end of the day. I mean, what have we got here? About 20 pounds of flesh all in all, I'd say, with minus the heads and everything else. So that will keep me going for a good long while. So hopefully I get picked up soon and I can put this video to bed. It has been rainy and very snowy today, and pretty bloody cold. Give me minus 15 any day. I mean, the cold and the wet is just, it's much harder on the body than just the cold. I mean, even just minus 15, I mean, you know, yeah, that's not as hard as it is if it's just 1 degree or 0 degrees or minus 1 and wet. It's just, oh, it's a killer. It's a killer. Put my hood up. And I keep on forgetting to put my hood up because I'm making videos and all the rest. I always get wet. It's just a matter of how wet do you get. That's it. So I've got the coley in the water bleeding out. I've already filleted the other cod because I was getting so bored, right? So he's already bagged up. And I'm going to get that guy there done as well before I head off as well. It's going to be dark soon here in Fjord, and the day is going to come to an end. I started pretty early this morning. I had all sorts of kind of trouble with gear and all sorts, yeah. And the good part of the tide was during the dark anyway, so I don't think I would have got any halibut either. So yeah, it's a cod day. You know, some days are just cod days, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people around the world would just love to see a cod, catch a cod, eat a cod, and I am indeed blessed. I know it. Yes, especially with fish like that, right? He has got a bit of net damage on his fin, on his back fin, and it's easy to tell the difference between net damage and disease and stuff like that, because it looks like they're still damaged, right? You can see the skin looks like it's broken and all. Actually, it is still. He's just come out of a net recently. Actually, that fish, you can see there on his tail where yeah. It's a great fish. There's so much you can do with it. Up here in Norway, I prefer them much more than coley. In Ireland, coley are fantastic. Here, Yeah, they're okay. They're okay. They're not my favourite anyway. Alright, stay tuned. It's all about to kick off, maybe again, hopefully, yeah. So I was just about to start packing up and the ratchet went on the rod. Do I get a fourth fish? Come on now, do it for Billy. Well, that's doing it for Billy. I'll just give you a scope before this video goes to bed. It is beautiful right now. It has been rough. It's warmed up a lot now though. Before, oof, sometimes there's this wind that comes down off the mountains. Very, very, very frosty. Do I wait a little bit? I wait a little bit. Fantastic, look at it. Just fantastic. It's not that beautiful on the grey days, but it is still very beautiful. The cameras really don't do this place any justice at all. Just the sheer size of that mountain in front of you when you're actually here is just amazing. It is massive. It is massive. And at one time, the whole side of it, and you can see that spoil there, the whole side of this fell down into the fjord at one time. And it must have been a really bad day if people were here when that happened. Must have been a bad day. This whole area was home to Vikings, obviously, at one point, and there is a lot of history in this area. Oh, I actually do think there's actually a fish on that. It's just a big slack line. I don't think he's actually very big, so if he is small, we'll just return him, and we call this video done if there isn't a fish on it, because it's going to get dark soon. And I don't really need any more fish. And this is the second time this bait's been in the water. Nah, there's nothing on it. Oh well, right. You can't have it all, as they say. There it is. The up and over ring rig coming in for the last time. Yes. So, before I go, let's weigh the collie, right? I said about 7 or 8, right? I think closer to 8. Yeah. Well, okay, 7 or 8, right? Still a nice fish anyway. 7 and a bit, right? Nothing to complain about anyway. So, I hope you enjoyed my average day's fishing. You can't say better than that, really, can you? No halibut this time, but still, I mean, who's complaining if you catch 3 great fish like that in a session? I mean, it wasn't that fast and furious or anything like that, but it was worth the time I put into it. So, I'm Billy. This is Billy having an average day wherever you are in the world. Remember, I'll see you on the beach. Bye.